like Japanese and Chinese lore, they believe like when you see spiders and bees, if they come to you, it's a good thing. Like, so that's why I ain't afraid of spiders. People are like, fucking spider. Like, nah, bro. I used to have a pet tarantula. That thing spread out, bro. I'm telling you. Literally, he would sit just like so. Once he, like, literally at the palm of my hand, bro. When he spread out, he was that big, bro.
And his name was TK?
Yeah, bro.
Is that like a reference to something?
It's not, bro, but it was just like he would just kill whatever he was going after, bro.
Oh my gosh! So small children,
little kids, bro.
Oh gosh! And you were also a little kid when you got him.
Yeah, I was, bro. Yeah, I was like, how old was I? I was 2007. How old was I? How old was I in 07? That feels like so long ago. I was in 5th grade. I was like 11.
Like, how old are you now?
26.
26.
26, bro. I'm finna be 27 in March. I'm getting up there, dog.
Wow.
I'm getting up there. I'm finna be washed. Finna be washed soon, bro. Nah, yeah. So.
Washed. What do you mean by washed?
I can't, bro. I can't live the way I used to. I can't stay up past midnight.
Like currently?
Yeah, past midnight we're going to sleep.
You're on that old man time.
Yeah, no, literally,
hey,
bro.
To be fair though, bro, like there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Not at all, cause it was like after the show, like bro, my phone was blowing up after the show. Come out, what you doing tonight? What you doing tonight?
So my ass is going to bed.
My ass is smoking a joint, and I'm about to go to fucking sleep.
How did we bring that up initially?
Like, bro, because we were talking about the number 8. The number 8, bro. Like you don't know where you're going the right path.
So that's what the number 8 means to you?
Yeah, bro. The number 8 means you're going the right place.
8's a significant number.
Yeah, bro.
Not only because of that, but it's episode 8.
It's episode 8.
And we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Key Johnson here.
Key Johnson in the building with Mr. Cade, Hectic Media Podcast.
Yes,
shout out
sir.
to y'all, man.
Hey, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you for coming on today.
Yeah, bro. It's an honor, bro. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir.
Jumped on the opportunity.
So back to like the significance, though.
Yeah.
So, is there anything that you see or that I guess this kind of sticks out to you that you kind of take it as like a sign from God or source or whatever you refer?
Man, when them prayers go up, dog, and you ask for the guidance, you won't be able. You're not gonna ignore it. Like when you ask for the guidance, bro, from God or the universe, if you ask for guidance, you will get shown that guidance. Like you will get guidance. So it's just like, man, like I think it always makes itself clear to you.
Yeah.
Especially if you need to see something, you'll see it. Like you ask for it, you're gonna see it. Like it's basically manifesting, bro. Like you asked for this, like.
Yeah, and it's crazy, bro. The way the law of attraction works.
Yeah, no.
Have you ever done any studying into that? Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, you have to, bro. Like,
bro, I barely figured. Like, I read the book called The Law of Attraction.
Yeah.
In January, and just simply talking about the fact that you giving the thought and energy to only thoughts that you want to attract.
Exactly, bro.
Will bring you the thoughts that you want to attract. And even though you don't want something specifically, but you're giving it thought. Like, let's say I want to quit this or I don't want this. Just because you're simply giving that thought in your mind, just taking up space, it's attracting that energy regardless, because that's what you're focused on.
It's like love, bro. When you put that love into yourself, more love, you're gonna get that love in different ways. Like it's gonna come right back to you, bro. Like
and okay, so we were kind of talking about this earlier, like the amount of dedication that it takes in order to for one, design the amount of pieces that you have in your collection. Because how many did you have in the Where To Now?
Looks 36. We did 36 looks. Jaren, Justify Our Youth did 13. Muno 5 did 8. She did 8. As far as garments that I had, who knows, bro? Because I was layering pieces. Like they're out of a base, there's at least 72 garments.
Golly.
Shorts, pants, and a shirt and a jacket. Like at least 72, but there was way more because I was layering vests and stuff in there. Like so, yeah. Who knows, bro? Who truly knows?
You had it looking fresh, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
For sure. And bro, okay, so you sent me what I was wearing in the show. It was those patch pants and then that like what was that fabric? That like soft, really soft.
Bro, it was like a terry cloth and wool mix. I truly can't even tell you what it was, but it was like a mix of like a wool and cloth. It was something weird.
Bro, I was tripping because when you first sent it to me, the way that the shorts looked in the picture, I thought it was a skirt the entire time until the day before. Like, I was like, what in the world, bro?
What is his problem?
And then I saw it, and then like I actually put it on, and then you're like, yo, throw this jacket onto it. Yo, put this bag, and like I saw the vision literally be made before my eyes. I'll rock a skirt. I was still finna do it, but it was just
it threw you off a little bit.
yeah, it was a thrown off kind of moment. So when you're dealing with multiple designers, because you had Amuno 5, you had Joy,
Yeah.
and you said over. So was there 72 models total, or because there's 72 pieces?
Models,
Probably like
there was
47. That's what I kind of added up in my head.
Yeah, let me see. We had 13, 21, and then
36?
57.
57. Okay,
57 people.
So,
I had to command 57 people.
bro, for real. And there's a couple times where you really like you made a mention of the. Like I had to use my bass. Like I had to put bass in my voice.
I had to be a man about it, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you really had to herd the crowd type
yeah,
shit.
bro. Like, cause normally I don't, I'm just a chill dude. Like I don't be
Really laid back.
aggressive. I ain't trying to be out here talking deep.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that day I had to learn like, okay, like that's not the voice that's gonna do it. Like,
Pay attention. Yeah, bro. I literally thought like you were a drill sergeant for a little bit. Like I was
Yeah,
like, this
no.
guy has definitely got some military background or something.
yeah, bro. Like, hey, thankful to have a stern dad, bro.
Yeah, there you go. And honestly, I mean, it worked out quite well because you did a really good job of managing that many people, like coordinating all the designers
Yeah.
and everybody getting their spotlight. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't just a Key Johnson showcase.
Yeah.
It was a Muno 5 showcase, a
And
Joy
that's what I was
showcase.
like.
That's sick.
That's
dude.
what I was thinking about. Is like, man, why not share the opportunity? Like,
For sure.
I know what I'm capable of, but why not get to let someone else do something that they have a goal of doing? Like, why
Mhm.
not let other people try to go after what they want to go after?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the only one that's eating. Like, I got plenty to eat. Like,
For sure.
so
So I got a little too much on my plate.
yeah. Like, why not let some other people have some food too? Like,
Yeah.
it's the least I could do is if I'm being given something, why not give back?
Was there any, I guess, downhill moments or, I guess, just like hiccups in the entire process that you kind of ever like doubted or?
No, there was only one real hiccup, and that was getting the wood. That was just cause like
Oh, for the actual runway?
yeah, that was just getting the wood for the runway. That was the
Mhm.
only hiccup, just cause it just took forever. Like it was just a long process of trying to source it and get it.
And how many so kind of for the ones that don't know,
Yeah,
the runway was
they're
it's a
all
T, and it was about how many pallets? laid out?
27. They're all custom built, bro.
So those weren't just pallets you can go get
no,
at the
you can't.
store.
You
like,
couldn't go. You can't just go give that to somebody for those.
Yeah,
Like
no,
you can't
okay,
go.
so they made those.
Yeah, those I had those made for me because
Wow.
I knew like we were gonna have a lot of people walking on these, and then
sure.
like compared to the April show,
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna like that runway. It wasn't the best like built wise, like so it was
Definitely
like,
a little DIY.
super DIY, like
Yeah.
very DIY.
Yeah.
So this one I that's always the goal is like to have things done the right way, have
sure. Mm-hmm.
people that know how to do things the right way, and that's shout out to Chris Applegate.
Hey, for real, yeah.
That's
no,
the dog right
when I
there.
saw those pallets, I was like, yo, these are
Chris
really
Chris
clean.
is good. Like,
So is he the one that built them?
No. I had a guy that I met. He built them, but Chris had the idea of making the T and how to make the runway like to make it look like a real runway, and Chris helped with putting the brackets on. So he helped. Chris had a big part in getting that runway ready, bro. Like, shout out to Chris and my brother for that. And the guy I met on Facebook for building those pallets. Shout out to Facebook, bro.
Yeah. What was your creative process like initially finding inspiration to either make the clothes or put together the fashion show to eventually having the final product, the final pieces, the runway show put together?
Man,
Like,
it was about not including the month of February, it was about 5 months of hard work because during September, whenever I was showing my fall collection, that was when I started planning.
what was the first step of getting your event planned out? Like, what was the first thing when it was like, okay,
To me, like the first step is of course making the entire collection. I at least wanted to get the whole general idea.
Mhm.
I wanted to get the general idea of the collection first because of like I had the goal of making a fashion show out of it. So I had to present it to people that to say, hey, I'm down to let you do this here. Yeah, so I just had to go about emailing and presenting to try to find the place that would allow me to be able to hold this fashion show.
So what was the inspiration to start this new one? Like when you were planning this event that you just ended up having, the Where To Now show,
Yeah.
what was the inspiration to make it Where To Now?
Life was getting weird. Life was getting a little funny. It was getting a little tricky. Like, man, friendships, lost a couple friends, lost a relationship. Like, the relationship started to get dicey, and then I was like, where am I going with this relationship? Like, so just life was really the inspiration for this collection. Like my goal is to always evolve as humans. And
Let's move
sometimes we ain't got the answers to know how do we grow and get better. So
Definitely.
that's where it was all just coming from, bro. It was just a really confused point in life.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. And I mean, would you say that the show brought a sense of clarity?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which is crazy because
Yeah.
it's like such a conflicting, confusing period of time,
Yeah.
and you're like, where to now? Like,
yeah,
truthfully, like where to now?
I don't know where to go from here,
And
bro.
that actual event setting itself was kind of like right here, like
like it's
where and like here, like
right
we
here,
are.
bro. You're being guided in the right direction, like
For sure.
And like I was saying earlier, bro, like once we got through that curtain, I had to just let it all out, bro. I let out that long scream because it was just like all the stress and just everything just lifted off of me, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like everything I was going through just left. Like it's gone, it's out. Like we good.
What motivates and drives you to create on a daily basis and all like maintain the creative flow, because
Yeah.
what you're doing takes a lot of creativity from
Yeah.
planning 36 different pieces
Yeah.
and then figuring out what goes with what, or maybe it's a top to bottom piece,
Yeah.
like like just all of that. Like how do
Yeah.
you deal with that?
You gotta have the edge to you, bro. Like, man, for a long time I looked at everyone like, just because I played sports like my majority of my life, so I looked at everyone like this was a sport, like where it was
Word.
like, you're trying to take something away from me and I don't like that.
What
Like,
sports we talking? What sport
I
we
was
talking?
a hooper, bro.
Yeah.
I was a hooper, bro.
You still hoop?
Oh yeah, of course,
Yeah.
bro. Oh yeah. I wasn't nice with it. I wasn't no D1 athlete, but I was hooping, bro. I was trying my best.
Hey,
But
we out here to have fun.
Yeah,
so
like, most
you can
people-
be good, bad. If you having fun,
yeah, like I
that's
was
what's
having
up.
fun. That's it. Like most
Yeah.
people, they be like, "Yeah, I was a D1 athlete. I should have went to the league." Nah, not me, bro. Nah, I was right at the end of that bench. But that was just because the team I was on was kind of crazy. They had college athletes. They had a dude that went to the league. So that's why I was on the bench. Like, I was right at the end of that bench, the very end.
Because I got to watch a couple
I
of
got,
games.
to,
though.
I got to watch some crazy people dunk the ball. Like, I got in for like a good 2 minutes when it was a blowout.
There you go.
You also gotta have a lot of conditioning to be able to play ball, bro. Like you gotta,
Or at least to keep up.
yeah,
with
you gotta
everyone
have
else.
a lot. You gotta have some real good conditioning, bro. Like, and that's where the problem is for a lot of people. A lot of people just can't run up and down for miles. Like, and that's honestly like how I was able to be decent at basketball, was just because like my conditioning is kind of crazy. Like, like I can just run and just not get tired. And like people kind of get pissed whenever I play pickup because they're like, "You're just gonna run this whole time like full speed. You're not gonna slow up a little bit." It's
Yeah.
like, nah, dog, I'm not. Like,
You got to be dedicated to do
Yeah,
something like
bro,
that.
like-
What you're doing as a clothing designer, as a fashion show director, that takes the same level of commitment, because
Yeah, bro.
like you're giving that hustle
Yeah.
into it. Like you're putting that grit,
those
that hard
10,000
work,
hours, bro.
the 10,000 hours.
You want to put those. You want to get your results. You got to put your hours into it,
For
bro.
sure.
You
'Cause-
have to.
The work speaks for itself.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you can lie about a lot of stuff, but one thing you can't lie about is
Quality.
The quality does speak for
Like,
itself.
you can't lie about that
Yeah.
quality. That quality and them numbers never lie.
You can always tell what was put into the project by the final product.
Yeah. Once
for
once
sure.
you fully see it, you can tell what went into it and what
Yeah.
didn't go into it. Definitely, bro.
So what level of commitment and Perseverance, because I'd say perseverance is pretty
Oh
important. Would you say that it takes to, for one, make all those pieces,
yeah,
and then also coordinate an event dealing with a lot of people? Because, bro, I mean, you had help, but
yeah,
I mean, you also did a lot of it on your own.
yeah. That was just because that's just me. Like I don't. The moment I feel like I bring somebody in on the idea, it's not fully my idea. So it's like you got to live by like the bend don't break. You can't break. You can't let something take something away from your spark away, bro. You
sure.
can only bend. That's it.
Yeah,
So-
you might get to the point where it's like,
Yeah, but you gotta snap right back. Like
for
you
sure.
gotta
Yeah, that's that
snap.
pop
You
back.
gotta
Like,
snap back, dog.
definitely,
Like,
bro.
so yeah, you gotta be like internally strong, extremely strong-willed. Like you have to have a backbone.
Yeah,
Like
for
you
sure.
have to have some business to stand on, bro. Like
You got to stand on business,
you
bro.
got to, bro. Like
That's a non-negotiable.
non-negotiable,
because
bro. You can't let
if you're-
somebody run all over you.
Definitely, bro.
Somebody or something, you can't let it run you down. You can't, absolutely can't. No matter how hard it gets, like you better get back up. Like
So speaking of like, how hard it gets, what are some challenges that you face just dealing with those types of situations, whether it's planning or
Yeah.
even making the pieces itself? Like, what are some challenges?
Man, money. That was a challenge. Money, like these fabrics ain't cheap. These fabrics ain't cheap.
Did you have to pay for the pallets by chance?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Bro,
yeah.
that's
I
a
told
lot
you-
of wood.
Yeah. Like
That is
I had those built. Like oh yeah, that stuff that wasn't cheap. Like
Yeah.
that paying the photographers. Like that stuff isn't cheap. Like these people cost money. A lot of people don't want to do stuff for free.
Yeah.
Like you gotta pay for it. Like,
Mhm.
so like that was one thing that was like kind of tough at one point for me was like having the bread to be able to put in all these different places. And
Yeah. Hey, you made it happen though.
by the grace of God, we made it
Sure,
happen,
there you
dog.
go.
The grace of God, bro.
Is there any other challenges that you would say?
Man, the stress, being able to manage your stress and not letting people see how stressed you are. There was a couple people that asked me like, "Hey, Key, have you slept like these last few hours?" Like, a little bit.
So you said you planned out the event for about 5 months.
Yeah.
If you could add up all the hours on a chalkboard of the amount of time you spent either planning the event or
Man.
preparing for the event, what do you think it'd be at right now?
Dang, dog. Let's calculate. Let me get this handy dandy phone. Let's calculate it.
Calculate it.
I'd say I probably sewed for at least 5 to 6 hours a day. So that's there's 30 days in a month. That's 150 hours if we not including the last day.
And that's just the pieces.
That's just the pieces. Like that's just the pieces of 150 hours in 1 month. So
150
you
hours.
multiply that times 5. That's 750 hours.
Bro, there ain't no way. Okay. 750 hours
No,
is a lot
I
of time.
calculated that right.
I mean,
5 hours a day
did you
times
sew
30
6
days.
hours a day for
At
30
the very,
days for
at the
5
very
months?
least, there was probably
Yeah.
some days I took off, right? Like,
Yeah.
and so like, yeah, it's 150 hours out of the whole month, and then yeah, 750. So who knows? Maybe 740 because there was a day or two I took off.
Give or
like,
take.
yeah, give or
like
take
a couple hours.
Yeah, give or take 2 or 3 days, but I'd say at least in the minimum 650 to 700. Like at the very minimum, as far as
That's a
just
lot of
cooking,
hours, bro.
as far as just cooking, like to get ready, and then
Oof.
the extra hours that you put into it of just the planning of having meetings with the hair and makeup team with Chris trying to go over the runway, like my brother going over the runway, just different meetings. Like, yeah, no, you're a busy bee. You definitely become a busy bee, bro. Like,
How would you say that you manage that work-life balance? Because, I mean, bro, you have to. I mean, you can work as hard as you can, and that's
Yeah.
great. But
you got to be a human.
you got to be a person.
You gotta be a
so
human,
how do you find balance? In that?
Man, like I try to like hang out with my parents, I hang out with the homies, but I try to be very noticeable about my time. Like I try to really look at like, all right, I got this much time in the day. Here's what I can
Yeah.
do here, here, and here.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, there's always times where I make some time to go catch a movie, go hang out with the homies, go on a date or something. You know, you have to, bro. Like you
For sure.
you gotta squeeze that in there. If you
Definitely.
don't have at least 2 or 3 hours to be a human, you're overworking yourself.
They make it hard now. They make it hard nowadays.
It's a struggle these days,
Yeah.
dog. It's getting hard, bro.
Yeah, and it's wild when you actually take a step back and you look at,
Yeah.
like, you truthfully, without bias, you look at what's a distraction
Yeah.
and then what's actually benefiting you. So, like, for me, for example, like going and realizing I might be on my phone, I might be on social
That
media a little
phone.
too much, bro.
That phone.
Yeah, bro. I'll be
Me
on it just a
too,
little
bro.
bit too much, maybe like an hour or two.
Catch yourself
then-
scrolling too
yeah, like
long.
pointlessly
You're like, oh,
scrolling.
shoot, man. Let me get
Yeah.
back into it. Like,
Straight up.
bro, me
And-
too.
Like trying to cut out all those little tiny distractions, an hour or two, maybe even 30 minutes a day. You realize that you're literally wasting your time that
Yeah.
you can never get back.
That's
And
what-
you cut that stuff out, bro, and you start filling it up with productive
Yeah.
tasks, and you become almost like enlightened. Like you got
Bro.
a flame like just growing inside
Bro,
you.
literally, I ain't
almost.
gonna lie. That screen time on that phone really did it for me, bro. One day I was just
What's your
looking.
screen time?
Now, my screen time, I don't know.
What were you saying though?
Yeah, bro. Like before, like I looked at it one day and I saw it was just like 5 hours on Twitter. Today, mine is at 6 hours and 2 minutes of being on the phone.
You've been on your phone for 6 hours and 2 minutes
Yeah,
today.
that's
That's like a fourth of the day, and you're
Yeah.
only up for maybe like
I
10
wasn't
hours.
sewing today though. I didn't do no sewing today. I had, like,
So you just sit here like this for
yeah,
6 hours.
I was like, today was just a light day at work, like.
Hey, honestly, bro, mine's
wasn't busy.
at 5:51.
Yeah, so like,
I can't even.
it wasn't
do
a busy day. Like it was just a calm day at work.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't doing nothing. Like
It's pretty wild though when you realize, bro, like 6 hours on your phone. Because I mean, I'm at 5:51, so me and you're
we're
pretty
in
much
the
right
same
there,
area, but
bro. That is 1/4 of an entire day.
Yeah.
And if I'm sleeping the other half of the day, let's say 8 hours.
yeah, you
So I
get,
got about 16 hours to actually have daylight and whatever.
and you got 10 hours left.
And I got 6 hours on my phone. What the fuck was I doing on my phone, bro?
Bro, and it'll tell you, right?
I don't remember
It'll tell
anything.
you what apps you was on, like Instagram, Twitter,
Oh, man.
like YouTube.
Yeah. To be fair, though, you gotta run the business.
Yeah,
That's
and
the thing,
bro.
yeah.
A lot of it is me trying to do my brand work
Social
on Instagram.
networking, bro.
Yeah,
That's,
that's
you know.
mainly what I have Instagram for. On Twitter, it's mostly just I'm here for fun.
Hey,
Twitter's
brother,
a funny
hey,
place.
it ain't Twitter anymore.
It's not,
It's
bro.
X. It's uncensored. That stuff is different.
It's not what it used to be because
Definitely
it's
not.
hard to be an artist on
Yeah.
X or Twitter, whatever it is now. I'm calling it Twitter.
Yeah. It's always gonna be Twitter.
It was always Twitter to me.
Straight up.
Yeah, no, it's hard to be an artist on there now. Like
Yeah.
the minute you post something, it's getting taken right off that timeline. Like,
So would you say that that's how you keep up with like fashion trends? Because that's pretty important being in the industry
Yeah,
like that.
being a
Is
designer,
it
yeah.
social media mostly?
yeah, you gotta know like
Yeah.
social media, like, and just you gotta go outside. You gotta go outside and see what people are wearing. Like these young kids, you gotta
young
go
kids.
see what the kids are wearing every once in a while. Like you gotta.
Sometimes I be questioning what they're wearing.
I
I'm
do
like,
too. Like I
what
see
you
my,
got on,
see my
bro?
nephew in some of the shoes, and then I question it. But it's like I can't question it because it's like our parents and our relatives were doing the same thing to us back when we were
That's facts.
kids. Like
That's a
what
constant
do you
cycle.
got on right now? Like
Yeah. What are those?
yeah, look like you remember that video? Yeah, bro. Like so, it's just you gotta know what the trend is. Like you gotta know what's going on. Right now people love those big pants. That's why I put big pants in some of my outfits. And so it's like you gotta know what people want these days. Like
Yeah.
you gotta know what people like. Of course, you want to do what you want to do, but doing what you want to do can only get you seen by so many people.
For
And
sure,
like if you have goals of doing something big, like you can't just be seen by a certain group, like a certain niche of people. Like you gotta get outside that zone a little bit.
You gotta expand the niche.
Yeah,
You gotta
like,
find
you
something that appeals to the majority.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The 1% rule. Like if you can get 1% of your followers to like what you got, then you're doing something. Like so.
Wow. Okay. I've never thought about it like that.
Yeah, if you can, I've heard that rule like a long time ago. If you can get just 1% of one of your following to tune into what you got, you're cooking. Like you're doing something there.
It may be. I feel like this is like a common thing.
Yeah.
But then again, it is like perspective, but
Yeah.
realizing that you may not be getting as many likes as you want on social media,
No, yeah.
but if you think about having 50 people in a room,
Yeah.
100 people in a room,
Think that
200 people in a
you
room,
have to look at it like
like,
that,
bro,
bro.
that's a
That's a lot of people.
handful of people,
That's
bro.
a lot of people.
Like you could, I couldn't name 50 people in
I
50
can't.
seconds.
Yeah, I can't either. Like,
Maybe, but you know, like,
nah, like I literally can't. Like, I can't give you 50 names that fast. But
Yeah.
on social media, it'll pop up just like that. No,
straight
like,
up.
that's like, yeah, you can't. You have to. If you think about it, like, imagine having 20 people right in front of you, just saying, "Hey, I like that."
Yeah, hey, that's cool.
Whoa, dang, like, thanks, like, that's
It's like, why won't you comment that though?
no, yeah, but so it's like you can't get super like upset about likes
Definitely.
and things. Just keep working,
For sure.
keep working, and then the people will see it
For sure.
eventually.
Yeah.
It
And-
may take a minute, but eventually it's gonna happen.
And shifting the intention, I feel like, is very important too.
Yeah.
Because when you start creating for you
Yeah,
and just to almost be in competition with yourself, create something that was better than what you put out last
Yeah.
season or the last video I dropped. I always strive to improve.
yeah, definitely.
And
You have to.
Even if that bad boy gets 40 likes or if that bad boy gets 100 likes, most of the time it doesn't really change my
Yeah,
perspective on it.
no.
I still think it's cool. And
As
like,
long as the quality
yeah.
is going up, to me, my quality is going up.
for sure.
I know I'm getting better. That's
Yeah.
all that matters. Like, cause I know it's gonna land in the right hands. Like, it's gonna hit the right place.
What are a couple goals that you have both as a designer, a person, a director that you see in the future?
Man, big goals. Of course, I want to do Paris and New York Fashion Week. That's big goals. Small goals, I'd say for like this year. I want to have my own like suit and like dress show, but that wouldn't be anything that I just did on this type of level. That wouldn't be on the Where To Now level. That would just be like a 8 to 10 model level look that I would just show in the studio that I got. Like that wouldn't be anything.
Instead of spreading the 750 hours among 36 pieces, it's like I'm spreading 750 hours among 7 pieces.
Yeah.
And each piece is getting 100 hours, right?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
things like that that I want to do for this year because it's like I already did the big fashion show now, so it's like my goal is only how can I get better off that, and that's what I'm still trying to figure out. Is I just did the biggest studio that Lubbock got to offer. Like unless I do like the Coliseum or Jones, like
Yeah.
they got to get me in the Jones next. Like so that's like the thing that I'm at right now is trying to figure out, being in Lubbock, Texas, how can I grow and continue off my momentum from that?
Do you think Lubbock's beneficial to start here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to get your start somewhere. It is, and it's not, because it's like it's Lubbock, Texas. At the end of the day, like you can only grow so much. Eventually, you got to
Hey,
you got to leave the nest sometime.
So when you're talking about the suit, like, are you talking about like a straight up suit
Yeah.
and tie,
Yeah,
tuxedo, not type? Like, are
At least my spin on it. Cause
Yeah,
it's like
okay, that's cool.
It's like as someone that like I tailor, you know. So it's like I tailor suits
for a living?
for a living for my
Yeah.
job, and so like I see how these are made. I see what they look like. So it's like it's kind of been inspiring me. It's like, man, I want to make my own version of this, because it's like honestly, bro, like it's kind of cool being able to like. I don't wear the normal outfits for my job. Like I wear like my pants and like a business shirt, and then I get to wear a jacket that I made, because it's like the things I make, they look on that level. Like it's luxury. So it's like now I want to like, man, I want to make an actual suit, and I want to make dresses. Like I know I can do more. Like I'm not on just a streetwear. I wouldn't say I'm streetwear. Like I like to mix high fashion and streetwear. So I guess I'm like a hybrid. But that's not just what I want to do, you know? Like, I want more. Like, and you know what's cool, bro? I look at Lubbock, and it's like, what we got going on in the city now, it's definitely going to be talked about. Because it's like, there's some talent that's here, like, right now. But it's like, you know, they're not going to be here forever. Like, they're going to grow and do bigger, better things. But it's like, eventually there needs to be a little movie made, because it's like, there's some artists like, you know, Guap did like myself, you know, you got Life's Legend, you got Amuno 5.
Bro,
you got
the creative scene here, watching it develop
It's
these past
amazing.
3-4 years.
It's incredible.
It's so magical,
And
bro.
so it's like somebody is gonna take off and do something insane out of that group of people that's constantly just working and working.
If not multiple, bro.
Yeah, if not
we
multiple.
might see each other all at
We
the
might
top
all
type
of
shit.
us, we might all 5, 6, everybody.
Yeah.
Like we might see everybody. Like
Yeah, because in all actuality, it's only just progressing. You know,
Yeah.
like if everybody continues to progress, and maybe at a different rate, maybe at the same rate, like we will continue to cross paths because it's like, oh hey, yeah, I've got this going on, I've got to go here.
Yeah.
And they say, you know, you see so and so that used to do that back in the day with.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, you're here too. And it's like, yeah, no, I got invited. It's like, I got invited too. Like, this is awesome.
You have to, bro. Like, you're gonna cross paths with him. Like Guap, he did the styling. Like he was helping layer those garments for me. Like, cause it was like just me, I wouldn't have been able to do all that layering by myself. But thankfully, like I've crossed paths with him through the homie Demar. He put because of him, that's how I met Demar. Like so, and Demar, that's the only person that I call up when I need something shot for me. Like he's the first person I'm calling. Like so.
Yeah, bro. I mean, y'all been working for a minute.
Bro, that's.
I mean, anytime I see a Key Johnson either post it, whether it's featuring the piece itself or maybe you just post it up.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
always that homie shot on film.
Yeah,
Demar,
bro, Demar, he's
Demar's
taking that
frozen
picture,
moments,
bro.
baby.
He's taking that picture for me, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah, I met him just cause like one day we're shooting my spring collection of 2022. And at that time, my brother was doing all my pictures, but my brother is a busy person. So he was like, hey, Key, I can't do this today. And so like, I was trying to find a camera person and I just asked Guap, I was like, hey, bro, you got somebody that can take pictures? He's like, yeah, I got someone coming today. He'll do it for you. And that was how I met him, bro. And then that was when we shot all those bowling shirts that I did. That was this picture right here. That.
How has those past experiences, even like doing those shoots, just everything leading up to now, how has that shaped your approach and perspective on designing and coordinating all that stuff?
You gotta know how to lead. That you'll definitely learn how to lead some people. Like when it comes to shoots, like as designers, we don't want something that's a vision compromised. Like so, you gotta know like how to lead people. You gotta know how to just be strong about yourself and stand on your ideas. But and present it with the confidence. Like you gotta be confident in yourself. You can't be out here being shaky. Like you gotta have that charisma to you. That you gotta love yourself. You have that love for yourself. Like respect.
It's important, bro.
Bro.
That self-love is truthfully the fuel to the flame.
Yeah, literally.
You know, like if you aren't confident in what you're doing, how can you expect anybody else
to believe in
you?
It? Yeah, exactly.
You don't even believe in yourself.
Yeah.
It makes it very hard.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's a good lesson to take.
Yeah,
for sure.
You have to.
Did you ever have any challenges that ended up benefiting you in the long run?
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, do you think you could share a couple?
Man,
possibly?
just dealing with different people. Like there's different people in these art worlds that are very messy. Like there's all types of people that'll be quick to stab you in the back and do you up wrong. Like so.
There's a lot of cloud chasers out here.
Exactly, like, bro. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Like I've seen it. I had someone just do it to me lately. Someone I don't even rock with, and they going and posting that they're doing something with me. Come on, bro. Like, why are you doing that?
You gotta take it as flattery sometimes, though.
And that's why I didn't get. I reported the post, but then I was like, you know what? Bro, I don't need to be petty about it. Like, it is what it is. If you got to get that shine real quick, I'll let you have it. Like.
Yeah, it is
because like it wasn't being stepping on my name or nothing like that, but it's just I just don't rock with the person. That's why I did that. Like
they're trying to just like tag their name to what you got going on. Yeah, bro, that sort of stuff. It's okay to a certain extent.
Yeah,
you know, once it kind of starts interfering.
Yeah,
that's when I think that is kind of.
Getting a little weird here.
Yeah, it's getting a little weird. It's kind of redirection.
Yeah,
you know?
so
let's take it a different direction.
Yeah, bro, for real.
Like, and stand on business. Like what you're saying, like learn to lead. And it's like, okay, I'm going to lead by example because I'm going to do this with or without you.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of hard for somebody to claim your name, work, when they don't have anything to do with the project.
Yeah, no. Like,
and it's not anything like negative. It's just like what it is.
Why are you trying to ride the coattails?
Yeah,
Why are you
straight
trying
up.
to be here? Like,
Yeah.
when you know we're not even cool like that. Like, why are you trying to? It's just a really grimy scene with the art world, and that's just wherever you go. Like, people are just really sketchy. And that's one thing I've learned being a designer. People are quick to like want to say something crazy to you. Like, people are quick to want to say
Or
something.
even just have some crazy intentions and them not say anything, and then
Yeah.
they'll come up later.
Yeah, bro.
They'll always come up. The truth always reveals
Yes,
itself.
bro. Like, I know for a fact you deal with that same thing too.
Yeah,
Like,
on
people are
multiple
quick
occasions,
to,
bro.
yeah, bro.
Like,
People are quick to be weird to you, but
yeah.
and that's just things you got to navigate through. Like,
But the people you got to look out for are the ones that aren't quick to be weird.
Yeah.
The ones that, it seems as though everything is goody-goody and everything,
Mhm.
but then something goes a little south and they're like,
I can't be here right now. Like,
yeah, even that, or it's like you're not there
yeah,
and they're almost speaking for you.
yeah, bro.
It was like, yo.
Or even the
Wait,
people that
what?
you have, you gotta look at people that are, whenever you have a win, they say we win. Or
Yeah.
whenever you lose, they say, damn, you lost. Like,
Straight
not
up.
damn we lost, but damn you lost, dog. Like,
For real.
so you gotta look out for those types of situations
Yeah.
too. Like, it's a grimy world. Like, and then of course you have your problems financially and just little things like that. But the real big one is trying to navigate the people and the energies people come with to you, bro.
So you think that the challenges of more the challenges that people bring
Yeah.
are ultimately beneficial because it shows you a clearer picture on how to move?
Yeah.
Would you
Oh,
say?
yeah.
Yeah.
It shows you how you need to move, who you need to move away from, who you need to move with. Like, it shows you all of that. Like, everything gets revealed to you.
You
Like,
either roll with us or you get rolled over.
Yep.
That's the
you
motto.
said, bro. Like, and even like I said, that train ain't gonna stop. Like,
Straight up.
you can either get ran down or you can hop on and
Yeah.
see where it goes. Like,
Let's get off the track because we not stopping.
yeah, it's not stopping for nobody. Like, that boulder gonna keep rolling.
Facts. That's
Like,
facts,
it's
bro.
not gonna take one person to stop me. Like,
Well, did you ever have a memorable moment that led to a significant amount of personal growth?
oh man. That's a good question right there, bro. As far as that, I'd probably say it's like, of course, relationships make you grow, like going through those tough moments by yourself, or even if you have people to go through those tough moments with. And then even, bro, even in your business field, like, like after 5 months of those hard work, once we got through that back curtain, all you can do is just let out those happy screams and just cries. Like, that's all you can do. Like, because it's like all this stress, all this hard work, we did it. Like, we just finally did it. Like, we did it, guys.
So you think that those types of moments ultimately, I guess the reward, like the emotion is
Yeah.
almost the reward.
Yeah, bro.
Because it's not like falsified emotion. Like,
Yeah.
you're not just like drinking something that makes you feel good.
Yeah, no,
It's like, no, like I'm working my ass off.
Yes.
And when those curtains close and I walk off the stage for the last time dealing with that
Yeah.
show, there's no better feeling, and it shows
None.
me what hard work
None,
feels
bro.
like.
There was no better feeling, bro. I was on cloud 10.
Cloud 10.
Cloud
9 is down there.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
up
on
here.
cloud
Yeah.
10, bro. Like, it was truly incredible. Like, I remember Damari lifted me up off my feet, and I was like, what the fuck is going on
Oh,
here?
you're like, oh, you're kicking the leg up and shit.
I was like, what's going on, bro? Like, yeah, bro. Those moments where you just get filled with joy, like they're worth it. When you put in that hard work, and those curtains close, and it's just like everything went the way that we wanted it to go. Like, everything just went the way we needed it to go.
What was the defining moment dealing with this that you'll take into the future with your fashion, with your
Man.
designs?
Just,
Like, what was something that? Let me think of a better way to
yeah, no, heck yeah.
word that.
I feel like I got what you meant, though, man. I think teamwork, bro. You learn, it takes a village, bro. It don't just take one person to do something. It takes a village, bro. Like, at the rehearsal, bro, whenever it was just me and Chris moving those pallets, the moment I asked, there was like, any strong men here? And everyone got up and everyone just moved them pallets and we got that rehearsal going, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it takes a village to do something, bro.
Facts.
Like, it's not just gonna be just you. Like, you gotta have those people that got your back for you. Like,
For sure. And it's interesting what I heard you, what is like, just how our conversation's gone. You've talked a lot about the importance of really knowing where you, like the show itself
Yeah.
was a confusing time for you. Like you were
Yeah.
like, I had this idea, it was a confusing time for me.
Yeah.
That's when the show came about. And you took the initiative in a lot of ways to organize the people
Yeah.
necessary in order to make the vision that in all actuality you had,
Yeah.
but it was a vision that you could not do by yourself.
Nah.
You needed
yeah.
the support from fellow friends
Yeah.
and like creatives
Yeah,
and supporters. I mean, like
you
that's
can't, yeah.
you're
You can't
on
make
the-
things happen on your own.
straight up.
Like we were saying earlier, like you got to be able to present something and have a belief in it to get someone to believe in you.
Yeah,
Like,
and just being able to, because the thing is, bro, like you were leading the horse in a lot of ways.
yeah, I appreciate it.
And,
Bro.
oh, definitely. I mean, like, I mean, it was literally Key Johnson's "Where to Now." You
Yeah.
know, like, and of course there was like amazing design. Like,
Yeah.
bro, Amino 5, the pieces
Incredible.
were sick. Joy, bro, I've never
Heat.
seen airbrush that
Heat,
freaking
bro.
sick.
Heat.
Like, I'm not trying to discredit anybody whatsoever,
not at
but
all,
it was
bro.
your show,
Yeah.
and it's so cool to like
Yeah.
see you find ways to really like make it to where it's able to be cooperated with other people.
Yeah.
To share the limelight, to share the
Yeah, bro.
spotlight.
'Cause they gave me that place for 3 hours. I can't show garments for 3 hours.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
someone got to do this with me. And so I was like, you know what? Let me ask 2 people that I fully believe. But actually, shout out to Abigail. She actually just had it in her just to straight up ask me. She just straight up
hey,
asked me.
she's a boss.
Yeah,
bro.
she
is
is.
a boss.
She just straight up asked me. She's like, so
Yeah.
I know you're doing this show. She's like, you got room for another? And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool.
Bro, she on some different type of vibe. Like
so it's like,
the Immuno collection, like the way that the entire runway segment of hers was
Yeah.
choreographed with like the money in the,
The
briefcase.
briefcase,
Like, bro,
bro,
that was I
the-
was
the-
like, yo,
the
this is like a
phone.
movie.
yes,
Yeah,
bro.
she
like,
did an amazing job with
She
that.
did so good.
Yeah.
Very proud of her. I loved it because everyone was different. The moment the music changed, it was a whole different tone for each designer.
Mhm.
And that's why I liked it, because it wasn't anybody that does the same thing. Like, you know, none of us are the same, but there's
Yeah.
it's easy to tell when people are trying to copy you. Like,
Facts.
and none of those people are like that. They're 2 different designers that two totally different ideas and things that they have in their minds. And so that's why I like them, bro. I like designers that just do different things for themselves. Like,
Yeah.
it's all their own organic thing that people are letting them do on their own. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's great. It's great, man.
It's really cool. I think you 3, y'all killed it. I think it was a whole, and it was an experience.
Yeah, it
And
was great.
It's kind of just leading to the question of like, where do we go from now? Like, where to now type beat. Because
Exactly.
like that was a defining moment, and it
Yeah,
kind of was
it
like
was
it was a stepping
monumental.
stone
Yeah.
into what's to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, literally, like it is, because it's like, if we can pack out an entire, if you can squeeze 350 to 400 people in this studio, imagine what you can do on a bigger scale in a bigger city, right?
With more promotion,
like-
longer duration of promotion.
Exactly, like
Yeah.
a Dallas or a Houston. You take it, or Austin. You take that same concept into one of those cities.
The possibilities of
And-
even getting advertising budgets,
Yes,
stuff
bro.
like that. Like, and the possibilities truly are endless.
Yeah.
But I do have one question, and then we'll get it all wrapped up.
Alrighty.
So Key Johnson,
Right.
the brand.
Right.
If Key Johnson had a slogan, what would it be?
The slogan, man, I'd probably say you can do it too.
You can do it too.
Yeah, you can do it too, bro. If you want to design, you can do it too. Like, look, this ain't no Juki. This is a Singer heavy. This is a $200 machine. Granted, this $200 machine has its limits. You can't do what a Juki can do with this, but you'll get you a little home machine, bro. You can do it. You can do it. I promise, bro. Like,
That's with everything,
the possibilities are endless. Like,
The more you use that, I bet the better you got with it.
oh yeah, Oh
Like,
yeah,
you don't need
You see how many boxes of the same machine are stacked up, bro? Like I've gone through these machines.
Wow.
Like
Okay, so
clockwork.
you've gone through them.
Yeah,
Like
no,
you've, Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, like these can't sew leather. These can't sew. You sew leather on this? Goodbye to it.
He said I made it so leather, which is
like,
why I've gone
literally,
through these.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Like
Wow.
I've broken these machines trying to sew leather before. Like I need to get a Juki, I really do, but I ain't got 1,500 just to burn on a new sewing machine.
sure.
Like,
But bro, that's so badass because you can do it too.
Yeah, like,
you
you
work with what
can.
you got. Like, you don't.
we'll make it work. Like,
You don't need a $1,500 sewing machine. You can work with the $200 one. I bet you can go get one like a $50 one, and I bet you can do
you
something
can,
with
bro.
it.
You can.
You can do
It's
something.
gonna have its limits.
Yeah,
But you can make
as all things do.
You can make you a T-shirt or something. You can
Yeah.
make you some T-shirts, bro. You get you a little $75, $50 machine. You get to work. You can make you some shit, bro. Like I promise
sure.
you can. Like it'll happen, but you can't get crazy with it. But you have a start, bro. Like you have a start. So
You can do it too.
You can do it too, bro. Like
Straight
it's
up.
real. Like I try to make affordable garments because it's like I know, like I was a young kid that couldn't afford everything. So like I that's what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to show other people you can be a one-man band and you can make it happen. Like you can have that motion that you can make some things shake for you, bro. Like
Well, bro, I'm so thankful that you pulled up for the pod. Well, I guess I pulled up, but
pulled up in the
I'm so
studio.
thankful that you're on the
Yeah,
podcast,
bro.
bro.
I'm
and
glad
you're
to be
just
here,
sharing
bro.
your wisdom and your experiences and just your perspective as a creative, a designer, a director. Like I think people need to hear stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know.
I appreciate being on here, bro.
Most
I
definitely,
love
dog.
watching the podcast. Like I'm a subscriber on the YouTube, so
Hey,
yeah,
Hey.
bro.
you better be a subscriber
Go
too.
subscribe on that
Go straight
YouTube
up
right
subscribe,
now.
like it, repost. You know,
Comment.
comment. Yeah,
Yeah, no. So I was excited to be on here, bro. Very thankful.
no, I appreciate
Hell
it.
yeah, bro.
All right. Well, and that's the end of episode 8.